Possession number 2 coming up for Carson Wentz. Vitae got schooled on that last snap that led to the strip sack by Peppers, who is on the field. Sayamalo was also in there on that offensive front. And Wentz is going to try to connect with Aguilar on the slant. Pass was a little behind him. Carolina's defense, third ranked through 5 weeks, allowing just 274 yards a game. The defense that dropped Matthew Stafford 6 times on Sunday up in Detroit.
What up, Jay Villa? What up, Brian? Yeah, we live. There's a fly in here, man. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna take my frustration out on that fly. Man, this goes down in history as one of the worst weeks ever, I think. You just gotta laugh. Yeah, Eagle, Boomer Sooner. You know, honestly, Boomer Sooner with these Eagles, we really don't know what they are as far as coaching. The players, I can't say too much negative. I can't say too many negatives about their players. But the coaching is what's failed Philadelphia for the past, I don't know how many years. What's up, John Hunter? What's up, Roy? Swaggy. Oh, during these games? Swaggy, these live streams are hard. Ask Mark Holmes, all of these live streams, getting them going and getting set up for these things, it's hard. That's true. That's true, Sooner. But we've lost to 2 boo-boo teams. There they go. What's up, James Sherman? Well, they got a good offensive line, Cretan X, and Blunt is a force. I mean, it's only gonna come. The ball's only gonna come at you. It's not gonna come at you like it comes at you with Zeke in different ways. It's gonna come at you one way with Blunt, but it's gonna come with a lot. He's a man's man. I don't know. I hadn't really looked, Roy, deeply at the running backs because there really hadn't been a need to look at the running back. Now it's only smart. Wentz is running. Wentz is running. I feel like, game changer, I feel like a trade was already in the works or just being finalized for us to cut Carroll because we still need a able body. And for them to cut Carroll, in my mind, it tells me that you're going to bring somebody in or you think someone is better now, but still, it just seems like somebody else is going to come in. What's up, JD? It's on CBS Game Changer, I think, and NFL Network. It's that Thursday Night Football thing. I'm watching on NFL Network. No, Boomer Sooner, I don't. You know how long it took us to get those losers, those quitters off our team? You know, suspected Anthony Spencer and the sort. And DRC proved that he's a quitter. And I don't know if I can get behind that. I'm what you creating next. I don't understand. You signed them and then you held, not only that, you signed them and then you held on to them after the DUI and then you cut them. Right when we were like short of corners. Randy Harris is watching because of Romo. Blunt. Woo!
for 14. Just an inside zone. Tight end goes back, cracks down on the nose guard for Carolina. And you
George Felix, this is going to give us a real look at Dak Prescott, because I don't think any of us doubt the fact that Dak can carry us if everything is working. If the offensive line is working, if the running back is working, if the wheels of the ship is running. I think, look at Blunt. I think it's in the 90% of people that believe in Dak if the wheels are running with the offense. Now, when the wheels aren't running with the offense, it's on, and me included. I'm like iffy on Dak, if the things aren't working around him, because we just hadn't seen that out of him. This year, we're going to have to see Dak in more and more of those situations where he has to put the team on his shoulder. And this is a good situation, because this is not going to fall on Dak. Unfortunately, it's not going to fall on Garrett either. It's going to be blamed on, we don't have Zeke and we got a young defense and all that kind of stuff. We'll come back next year. It happens all the time. And but it really isn't going to fall on Dak. So right now, Dak can be like, he can throw it, he can be loose, and we can see what he is. It's always pluses to take out of situations like this. Marinelli is the scapegoat. I don't think Marinelli would be the scapegoat. It might be largely his fault. That was horrible accuracy, Wentz. That was like 10 yards over his head, Wentz. That accuracy was horrible. Did y'all see the accuracy of Wentz just then? Oh, a little high, Romo. Look at this ball. Just to be honest, Luke Kuechly caused him to throw the ball up a little bit more, but I'm still going to be a hater. That ball was way over their head. A little over. He hit it down. Switzer is a bus who don't know when the fat cats. I don't need the spark. I don't think there's much that Garrett could do to get Jerry to get rid of him. I really don't. Garrett, I used to say, and this is way back in the day, way back in the TO days, that the Cowboys organization was playing a game of Survivor like every year, and somebody get kicked off the island. This year's T.O., this year is Wade, this year is Rob, and I said the only two safe people on that island was Jason Garrett and Tony Romo. Those two, they were never going to get any boots from the island. Tony didn't deserve any. Garrett, possibly. What's up, King James? Yeah, we need. That Swaggy P says we need a new tight end for sure. I'm glad you brought that up. Because I touched on that in my video with this Rico Gathers situation. We really needed Rico Gathers in those first 5 games. We really needed Rico Gathers. Why the heck can people get knocked out and days later score winning touchdowns against us? And Rico, hit the ground. He didn't get knocked out. It wasn't a head-to-head hit from Frazier, and he hadn't, and he walked off like fine, and where's Rico? Yeah, it's going to have to, Sydney Eubanks, it's going to have to be on Dak more, because they're going to load the box. They're going to load the box like crazy, and I'm not a fan of neither Darren McFadden nor Alfred Morris with a loaded box. And actually, Alfred Morris got some numbers. I think I'll put it in my next video. Alfred Morris has some numbers out there of his effectiveness with 8-man fronts, and it's not good at all. I think his average is 2 point something yards per carry or something like that. It's under 3 yards a carry. So, and then Darren McFadden, we know, is not a short yardage back himself. So when we get close to the goal line, on the 5-yard line, with Ezekiel Elliott, we're thinking automatic touchdown. With Morris and McFadden, Dak's gonna have to get it in. Oh, Swaggy, hey, Swaggy, I love your tight end too. And that last touchdown he did on Thursday Night Football when he scored, Kelsey's my boy. I don't know Delvin Ramsey about making the playoffs. It's going to be tough now. I mean, Rico said he's coming back week 8. All right. Yeah. Zeke could be back. Zeke might not even go. You know, there's a chance Zeke won't go, and Zeke could be back, week 12 or somewhere around there. So we'll have 5 more games with Zeke there at the end, so we can get him back in shape or whatnot. So we still have a chance. It's just going to be real tough, especially if Philadelphia wins tonight. It's going to be real tough. The season, I wouldn't say it's done, Andre, but the season was really at a crucial stage. What did you say? Hold on. What did you say, Andre? Season done before Jerry effed the team up again. Jimmy Johnson, Romo sabotage, destroy the locker room with some books. Y'all can't take that. Jerry does not understand what is going on at all, I don't think. And Jerry's not in charge of much either. What's up, Elsher? We can tighten. Yeah. I'm listening to Romo now. Let me turn it back up. Bench Dak. No, Andre, get as much information on Dak as you can. See what throws he can make, how he does in certain situations. What if Dak turns around and has what if Dak turns out and has like a Cam Newton type season when Cam was MVP and he was running the ball in the end zone and he was the running threat for Carolina Panthers? Don't rule that out. Don't rule that out. Because what I'm seeing of Cam Newton, I can't tell you I see more in Cam Newton than I do Dak Prescott. I can't tell you I do, except a little bit more size. But as far as everything Cam does, I cannot tell you Cam does, he does A, B, or C so much better than Dak Prescott. He don't. So, hey, the running element with the quarterback, when they can run the football and they can hurt a defense running the football, it can be some trouble. This fly is killing me in here. Yeah, Zeke need to work out, King, man. Zeke, hey, while you there, cut the carbs, get on a treadmill. When you come back, make sure you got that 6-pack going and do it. Oh, Mr. ESPN, we definitely need a speedster. We definitely need a speedster. Right now, McFadden has some speed, but he's not a quick. We need a quick speed guy. Darryl Washington, game changer. But I wonder if he's Samuel. I wonder if Washington is in shape. Hey man, hey, sport news movies. One person I think I'm gonna. It might have been you. I don't know who it was, but somebody, because I'm just looking at your icon. It was icon similar to you, but somebody said, Shango, this year is going to be one hell of a story. So if that's one hell of a good story, it's going to involve Dak Prescott. Adrian, I'm never for tanking. I'm never for tanking at all. I'd rather give up something in the draft to move up than to tank. You know what I'm saying? I hate losing. It just gets in your organization and it gets to be easy and all that kind of stuff. No. I don't even do that in Madden. Like there's like 5 or 6 teams right now in my Madden league that's tanking because their season is over. I'm still gonna go all out with my games or whatever because I'll get better, blah blah blah. My players will get better, they won't lose confidence. A lot of stuff happens when you don't tank. Nigel Bradham. I don't know, man. Andre, I don't know. For some reason, if we were benching Darren McFadden for this time and resting Darren McFadden for this time, which is a theory out there, then we have been preparing for Zeke to be gone. You know what I'm saying? And now that Zeke is gone, we can go with whatever we had planned. So if that's the read option more, because I'm sorry, Alfred Morris is going to be going to have to be used in some kind of read option zone type running offense. That's the only thing Alfred Morris can do. You won't see him in pitches. You won't see him in counters. You won't see him in screens. You won't see him in the passing game. You won't see Alfred Morris doing anything other than those quick hitting zone runs. So we probably have a plan to ride number 4. So I'm interested. Come on, Panthers. Well, I said that in my video, Jack Duncan, about Cheeto talking about his hamstring, and Miles Austin just popped up because we didn't know whether we was going to have Miles from week to week. Oh yeah, Brian, Eagles have a killer back half of the schedule. They have a killer. It's 2 things with us and the Eagles. The Eagles have a killer back end of the schedule, and we play them week 17. So week 17, we can make up 1 game. Even if we lose to them in that first game, we can even it out in that second game, or in that second game, we can have clearly advantage. So that's a good thing that we have that last game versus Eagles, because they can come rolling good, but if they don't come in that last game with at least a game lead on us, then they can lose the division. So that's a very important point. What's up, Somerville? I don't know. Y'all got me excited about Dak because, I mean, because I just want to see what he can do, because he is one of the things that has impressed me this season with the way he's performed when, you know, balls are going through receivers' hands. You know, they're dropping easy touchdowns. I mean, even the great one, Witt, dropped the easy touchdown. So I've liked the way he's performed in that. And as soon as they start catching it and whatever and get rolling, maybe. Yeah, we might still be 2-3 and be getting, DJ Khaled. We might have been 2-3 and then ready for Zeke to come back. Come on, Panthers. Jack Duncan, if Dak can make something out of the season, man. That's a good point, Andre. Hey, I didn't think about that. Oh man, I didn't think about that. He got to clean that up, man. Yeah. You don't want to play in that. I just don't know, Andre. The only thing about this, I just really don't know how much the players and the fans really care about this anthem stuff, you know, because it's hard for me to care this much about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can react to the reactions, but I don't know. I think this is something that can disappear quickly because we don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? The players just want to play football and we just want to watch football. Yeah, I'm watching McCaffrey this game, Swaggy. What up, David? Yeah, it's like, but Jack, it's like everyone has their own personal argument. It's not like there's one overall argument where it's like this person saying this and this group of people saying this. It's not that going on. It's like everybody is saying stuff that's actually right. You know what I'm saying? Like I hadn't heard anybody's argument in this whole thing that's like, oh man, they're stupid. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, that's why I said it's really weird and one of those things you just want to step back from. Just chilling, Nick, watching the game, watching the Eagles. I don't know. For some reason, Chaz, for some reason, I like the chips. I like playing easy with no pressure. And right now, there's no pressure on Dak. There's no pressure. There's no pressure. Everybody's expecting the worst. Now, it's kind of like when Dak, hey, somebody did bring that up. It's kind of like when Dak took over last year. Everybody expected the worst. Oh, yeah, the Cowboys are done. Dak might win a couple of games or whatnot. So, hey, let's see this. McCaffrey, Reggie Bush bust. You're stuck in the office for 11 hours. You know what? I think, Jack, I think more, again, like when I walk out in the world, I feel like we're together. When I watch TV, I feel like we're falling apart. So, again, get out of my head. Chiefs scared me a little bit, Jay Villa. John, no. I see us making a trade quickly. I see us bringing a cornerback in the fold. And I think we've, like someone said earlier, I think that we have Trey Mason, nice Mr. ESPN, very nice Mr. ESPN. But it seems like we have like something in the works bringing a corner in because we let Nolan Carroll go. So, and we need a corner. We need a serviceable corner. We don't need another Benny Benwikwi. We need a real serviceable corner. I'm not liking this Wentz to Alshon Jeffrey connection. Andre, stay away from Twitter. Andre, stay away from Twitter. I know. I'm about. Who's gonna run the rock? Pezzo. I think it's gonna be. I hope it's gonna be. Darren McFadden. I like Darren McFadden. I like Rod Smith. I like those two a lot because I just don't know. I don't know what we have in Rod Smith and Darren McFadden. I know what he was. If he still is what he was, it is still good. And Alfred Morris is a good changeup. He's a good, like he's been for Zeke Elliott for the first 4 games. He had a good run. So he's a good changeup back also. Tre'Davious White has been good. Yep. But see, that's what I'm talking about, sports new movies. If we can somehow play a different type of Dak game and beat the Chiefs or something. Because to be honestly, guys, we have no idea how we're going to look without Ezekiel Elliott. Because Zeke is such a focal point of our offense. Zeke is what we lean on and all that kind of stuff. We don't know what we look like without him. The only thing about DRC, he quit. And I don't like quitters. I really, 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 really don't. What up, Gary Johnson? Look at Wentz. Where was that ball thrown? It was like, how can you throw the ball over Alshon Jeffrey that much? I mean, he is just so inaccurate. It's ridiculous. Wentz is so inaccurate. That ball was just way up. Oh, it's a flag. Hold on. Mo has been playing good. Yeah, he has. Yeah, Zeke hasn't been playing well, but Zeke has been part of the game plan. Now that Zeke's not a part of the game plan, we're going to have to put the game plan on top of, 4, 88, 82, 11. Those guys are going to have to carry us. So I don't know how that's going to look. I just don't know. What up, Master G? Dak, Swaggy. I go with Dak. Who would I rather have? To be honest, Swaggy, I don't know. I really don't. There's so many things I like about both of the quarterbacks. I really do, and that's why I really am. I'm intrigued by the Dak versus Wentz conversation because we're gonna be comparing them two for a while probably, unless one of them does a crazy fall off which I don't see. McCaffrey. McCaffrey is reminding me of Switzer, man. Brandon Green, I think we're waiting. I think where they were holding McFadden and saving him for this. Barry Church hasn't been playing well. I know, right, Floyd? I am. I'm a hater. Floyd, I'm a hater. When it comes to the Eagles, I'm a natural hater. I can't help it. You need one quarterback to take your team down the field to win the Super Bowl. Who I got? Brady? Can I take Brady, or do I have to take between Dak and Wentz? If that, Jay Villa, honestly, I take Dak because I've seen more clutch from Dak. I've honestly seen more clutch from Dak. What up, DK? Maybe Dak and Wentz could be the next Brady Manning. Hey, they started off in the same division. You're right, Swaggy. I don't know if they knew it was going to happen or they knew it could happen. And to be honest, Brandon Green, when you're dealing with the NFL, it's very smart to assume that the NFL is going to win and have a solid plan for not having Zeke. You know what I'm saying? So if that's waiting to activate Darren McFadden and use him on the back half of the season and use Alfred Morris on the front half of the season, if that's part of the plan, I like it. If leaning on Dak Prescott and all that kind of stuff, and maybe that's what got us messed up there to put us 2-3. But if us working on that type of offense, us passing a lot, was us getting ready for this what's happening right now, and it helps us get wins in week 6, 7, 8, 9, well, 7, week 7, 8, 9, 10, you know what I'm saying, on down the road, then it's fine. And I kind of see that. This whole Zeke thing has played into our entire approach for the season. So it's gonna be how it ends, because I can definitely see Dak Prescott carrying us. I definitely can see that. McCaffrey and Switzer are becoming the same guy. Brandon, no, no, Brandon Green. Zeke can't be found innocent. How can Zeke be found innocent? There's no charges. There's no court case. There's no jury. There's nothing. He's guilty. From everything that matters to him in his life, he's guilty. His job, his livelihood, his name, his endorsements, he's guilty. So the NFL did that to that guy. So they better be right by doing that to a human being. They better be right. I don't want Dak to carry us like Romo either, but it'll be good to know what Dak can do. Thank you, Kevin. I know he can't be found innocent or guilty or nothing. There's nothing that can be done. He is, for all intensive purposes, Zeke Elliott is guilty of domestic violence. He's going to lose support. He's going to lose endorsements. He's going to be known as that. Period. It's over. And that. You better be right when you put something like that on another human being. You better be right, because that's a lot you didn't put on a human being. And it feels like you put all this on a human being just so you can look good. You know what I'm saying? So I hope he loses his gut. Me too. What is my opinion? What's up, Stephanie? What's my opinion on Taco? Ugh. Taco needs to do something. Taco does not, in this season, Taco does not need to be a storyline. You know what I'm saying? We got too many. We got the Jalen Smith storyline. We got the secondary storyline. We have Zeke. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. And Taco needs to keep his name out of the whole thing, so he needs a game versus 49ers. Hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to tell the kids good night. when Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, Shanola. Shanola. Kids.
No, stop. Daddy already said good night.
Kids, good night, sweetheart. Oh, God. The Panthers didn't punch it in. Night-night, kiddos. DK, they got to go. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, they got to go. That better not happen, Knight. Oh, yeah, but who would trade for Sean Lee? I mean, he's more value, you know, he's more value because it's a totally different defense when Sean Lee is out there on the field. But I don't know what team would trade for him. And he's just like too good of a player in person to get rid of out of your organization. DK, I was in here working and like I got up late. I got up at 5 a.m. So I got up late this morning at 5 a.m. and at 5:35 a.m. she came through that door. Like, Daddy, can I watch Pop? Whatever. So it's been going since that early in the morning. So she got to go. Diddy's trying to buy the NFL. Diddy ain't got that much money. And I would not want Diddy to own the NFL. I would not want Diddy to own the NFL. Exactly, man. You can't replace. You couldn't get the value that Sean Lee provides to the team, even in spot duty. No, they don't wake up that early. The boy sleeps till like 7. He'll sleep in the mornings like 7, but the girl, she gets up at like 6:30, 6. You can't buy the NFL. They don't have that much. I mean, Roger Goodell makes more than P. Diddy, I think. I'm pretty sure Roger. Did you see Roger Goodell's salary? So P. Diddy doesn't have that much money. I can't think of who has enough money to buy the NFL. Trump will have after the presidency and all his new hotels. What's up? I got it made. I'm going to be a hater, if you don't mind. I'm glad all the Eagle fans are here, but I'm here to hate on Wentz, because the Wentz versus Dak thing is going to be real for a good minute. So I'm going to put all my hate on Wentz as much as possible. Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, Diddy's worth like $400 million. He's a little short, King James. Yeah, Goodell makes a lot. Tell P. Diddy to help me buy the Cowboys. Tell P. Diddy to be a silent partner with me, and let's go talk to Jerry Jones. And hey, look, if you guys put energies behind it, my first move, I will do a Jerry Jones when he walked up there and he fired Tom Landry because what nobody else doing. I'll go up there and I will fire Jason Garrett and I will hire Josh McDaniels. I will cipher everything I can from the Patriots organization and instill championship here. That's what I'll do. Diddy is worth $950 million for real? I didn't know Diddy was worth that much. Bill Gates, maybe. Yeah, you need the bees. To buy the NFL, you need the bees. You need a bunch of the bees. Romo calls everything swaggy. There you go, McCaffrey. There go McCaffrey. Y'all wait. Switzer gonna do it next week. Switzer gonna do it next week. Switzer gonna do it next week. Steve Jobs, maybe. Those are good names. Hello. Hey, I invoked him, ladies and gentlemen. I invoked him. He's here. I did not mean to. I did not mean to, but I invoked our president. Hello, Mr. Trump. Larry David's coming back to HBO. Larry David's funny as I don't know what. What up, Rav? Hey, Sly. You're welcome here tonight. This is a Wentz hate zone. So Wentz hate is adored here. The Cowboys are great again, I hope. Oh, I know you are, Spark. So, well, hold on, Montana 808. Diddy has more money than Beyonce, Drake, and Jay-Z? That doesn't make sense to me. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like Michael Irvin makes more money than Dez Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different era. Like P. Diddy, I guess, is it his cognac, his other businesses? Because he ain't done nothing in music in a minute. It's been a long time, Andre. We've been spinning our wheels for a long time, Andre. We've been spinning. Yeah, I just had a Rico breakdown, Jeremiah, earlier in the video in the stream. I'll break down on Rico again soon. Yeah, who Wentz's greatest pass is the screen. I know. Hey, look, Philly fans, you always say Dink and Dak, Dink and Dak. We're gonna say the same for this guy. No, I'm not doing the Kool-Aid thing again. I did it twice. However, I need some Kool-Aid. I need to have Kool-Aid and I need to be pouring some liquor in it. Oh yeah, I want Josh McDaniels. You see that with Cam? Now what of that do you not see that Dak can't do? Now, if we can evolve into that, whatever Cam's doing, because I'm telling you, there's nothing that Cam Newton can do that I don't see of Dak Prescott. I just don't see it. We can ride for. Master P. Wentz is I love that comment. Wentz is a glorified Trent Edwards. I love it. Charlene's going to come back and it's going to fix everything. Exactly. I mean, seriously, think back at every great highlight or every, awesome thing that Cam Newton has ever done. Dak Prescott be willing himself in the end zone. He's a freight train going in the end zone too. You can't stop his big ass. I mean, seriously. I mean, it's just like if we can capitalize on whatever, because we don't have to do it forever. You know what I'm saying? As soon as Zeke comes back, we can back off and go with that run and Dak offense. Man. Yes, sir, Mr. ESPN. I like some Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels, every year he has a different style of offense. And every year he changes his offense to his talent. He can lose a Gronk, or he can lose whatever he loses on that New England offense. It still runs almost to a perfection. You know what I'm saying? So however that thing is running, I want the knowledge behind it. And right now the knowledge behind that offense is not the hoodie, and it's Brady, and it's Josh McDaniels. So we can't get Brady, can we? No, we can't get Brady. So Josh McDaniels is those are the only two that know exactly what they're doing on that offense. And then Nick, you know what that sounds like? Bill Belichick sucked as coach of the Browns. I mean, it was a messed up situation. But when you look back, Josh McDaniels got to the playoffs with Tim Tebow, and can't nobody else even keep him on a roster. Nobody could keep Tim Tebow on a roster, and Josh McDaniels got busy on the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs with him. Narratives, you gotta let go of them narratives. You gotta look back at the situation after time has told a different story. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. ESPN. By far, Mr. ESPN. I tell you the main reason. Jason Garrett didn't come from a coaching tree. Jason Garrett didn't come from a coaching tree. Josh McDaniel came from a coaching tree. And actually, he come from really two. He comes from the Parcells and the Belichick, because Belichick has a tree of his own. So he comes from a coaching tree with philosophies and with things you do inside of that coaching tree and things that you learn inside of that thing. So I believe in getting coaches from other great coaches. I don't believe you're just born as a great coach. Coaching is something you learn. It's situational. It's all kind of stuff. So the knowledge that he's gotten from Belichick is so much better than anything that Garrett has. Anything. That's just my opinion. Oh, that was Fox? Well, he got busy with Tebow. He put the team together. How does Garrett go from coach of the year? Hey, Robert Esco having a 4th place schedule and then having a 1st place schedule. having a 4th place schedule makes you look better than you actually are, and having a 1st place schedule makes you look worse than you are. Yeah, exactly. Night 4 or 5. That's a good point, because I see Josh McDaniel would be kind of like the Bill Parcells no-nonsense type, Bill Belichick's no-nonsense type, and that did not work with Jerry Jones at all. Jerry Jones could not wait to get Bill Parcells out of here because he was too powerful, he was too controlling, and Josh McDaniels would want that type of control. He really would. That's why he's waiting. Josh McDaniel, every year that coaches become available, coaching jobs come available, Josh McDaniels can pick whatever job he wants. And no, he doesn't want to go to Cleveland. He didn't want to go to Tampa Bay. He didn't want to go to all these teams that have vacancies. They're just making Wentz look very good with a really good game plan. Michael Irvin. No, we can't. VZP. We can't mention Michael Irvin being coach. You remember I did that. I asked Michael Irvin why didn't he want to be a coach, and he choked me. And he said he'd be choking the players like he's choking me right now. That's why he. It wasn't, you know what, Jack? It wasn't the Bill Parcells, when we let Bill go, I think it probably was the right thing to do at that time. Bill had become old and set in his ways and way too conservative, and we needed some spark. But we should have been creative inside of that coaching tree. Because right there we had Sean Payton, and you can just imagine the things that we could have done with Sean Payton and Minnesota coach. You know what I'm talking about. But with the guys that was on Bill Parcells' coaching tree, but Jerry broke it off with Bill Parcells so drastically that Bill pulled all his players, all his coaches and everything. He didn't want any of the Bill Parcells coaching tree in Dallas anymore. Zimmer is what I was trying to say. He didn't want any of those guys there. So we lost Maurice Carthon. Remember Carthon was there. We lost a lot. Can you imagine what the 2000s would have been like, Jack Duncan, if we had Peyton and Zimmer? Can you imagine what the Romo Can you imagine what the Romo years would have been like with Peyton and Zimmer? Can you imagine what the Romo years would be like if we had Peyton and Zimmer? Y'all done got me turned up. At least we got rid of. At least we. No, I don't think so. Weapon X. Let it go. Let it go. Thank you. I really don't know what to say. Nikki, it's just not been a good week. It's to the point where you can do is just laugh. I know, right, King James? That was a lot. Just to know that we could have had Peyton and Zimmer during the Romo years. That was too much. I didn't need to say that. I did not need to say that. Oh, I'm sorry, Panthers guy. Go Panthers. We ventured off into Cowboy land. Sorry. I have no idea, Missy. I do not see us. I do not see Garrett leaving. I do not see, because I mean, throughout the years, you know, he's never been held accountable. And this year we have a built-in excuse for Garrett with having a young secondary and injuries and no Zeke Elliott for 6 games. But I'm telling you, if Garrett can figure out an offense to run with number 4, like this number 1 is running for the Carolina Panthers, I like it. I don't know, Marquise Eddie. We can do with that number 1 pick this year. We can do War Daddy. You know what I'm saying? If we do War Daddy, that means we say we can't pay because DeMarcus Lawrence is going to be worth a lot of money. He's going to be worth a lot of money. So we can get a War Daddy and not pay him, or we can pay him a lot of money. We can get a corner because we definitely need that. We can get a linebacker. We definitely need that. And we can get a wide receiver. But for me, the only reason why I don't say wide receiver, because I have a suspicion that we have a quarterback. And when you have a quarterback, you can get a wide receiver later. If we can find somebody like a Diggs or somebody like that later on in the draft that can get busy with Dak, I think that'll work. Dabo, of course. You know I'm a Dabo fan. Breaking D's. But, hey, Dabo has got to bring Bruce Venable's defense because Clemson defense is just amazing. Or maybe we give him the tag and get somebody else in here, get a rookie in here too, Sly. That's a good, but the price tag on D-Law is huge right now. It is enormous right now. Damn it, Cam. We need another offensive weapon, Marquise, whether it's that fast receiver or that receiver that's always open. Well, we have the receiver that's always open with Cole Beasley, or that running back / receiver out of the backfield. Tevin Campbell-ish. Tevin Coleman-ish. Break it down. I don't want nobody else to hear the sound. That's Tevin Campbell. That's true, Andre. That was a long time for D-Law, though, Andre. Well, King James, that's what, damn, look at Blunt. That's what Dak uses well. Dak uses receivers that run routes well, really. And he'll put the ball right on you. I know he got a free interception, Jack Douglas. Sav, I'm not going to say it. You said it. I'm not going to say it. The Prince Protege Spark. Thank you, Chad Scott. Yeah, so somebody at the zone, Andre, at the zone, somebody said Terrence Williams costs you 1 game a year. That's so true. Terrence Williams costs you 1 game per year. But the good thing, now remember last year when we had the incident with Terrence, he came back and he played great the rest of the season. So maybe this year, look, man, I don't know. I'm all in on 4. That's all I got to say. I'm all in on 4. Wentz, I love that comment. Wentz is one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. Dak is top 5. Beautiful comment. Damn, Blunt, it's just... Oh, gosh. Blunt is a monster. I don't know what Reeves had left, Danny James. Oh, easy Jay Valens, D-Mac, not Morris. Oh, it's 4th and 1. Come on, Camp. Come on, Panthers. Everybody get up. Get up, 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 up. Come on, Panthers. Yeah, first down. I don't know why I wasted my time. I hate body catches. RB Valentino, did you see the way T. Will tried to catch the ball? You can see him throw his chest. When he's trying to catch the ball, he threw his chest like that. Like he threw his body into the ball. I mean, you have a jugs machine where you catch with your hands, and it was out there just to catch with your hands. Why do you have to do that and throw your body out there? Switz is looking like a bad pick, but I think Switz is going to do something. Carson Wentz looking like a bitch in the pocket. I love it. Garrett's decisions cost 6 games for you. I would say 2. I would say at least 2. The lack of I'm not including the lack of changing your game plan around or whatever adjustments. Oh, Wentz gonna try to run over somebody. Wentz gonna try to run over somebody. Wentz, you ain't Dak. Now see, this is the Dak play. If Dak did this, 29 would have been ran over into the end zone. Yeah, no, Wentz, no. If Dak did that, that was a touchdown. If Dak did that, that was a touchdown. Wentz got stood up. Exactly, it was a fail. That would have been a touchdown with that much head space. I mean, head steam coming toward 29. Dak would have trucked that fool. Exactly. That's what I was trying to say, Chris Turner. Dak would have trucked that fool. Yeah, I hate. I'll go into T. Will hate. But like I said, last year I was into T. Will hate when he didn't go out of bounds. But T. Will played good the rest of the season. He did. So Carson Wentz. Yeah, I remember Terry Glenn. Score is 10-3 Carolina. The Eagles are on the goal line, basically 3rd and goal. And Carson Wentz takes the snap and he throws it in the end zone touchdown with Zach Ertz. Damn it. That's something that Wentz has that Dak doesn't have, and that damn Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is real good. Of course, Witten is a Hall of Famer, but Witten is old now, and Witten doesn't have the agility of Zach Ertz. He can't do the things that Zach Ertz can do. Wentz is a moron. I love it. Cooper Rush definitely could have made that throw. Cooper Rush definitely could have made that throw. Yeah, that was Ertz. Yeah, Ertz. Jack Duncan, I really can't say that right. I can't say the Witten of today is better than Ertz. The Witten at the top of his game, Ertz is nowhere near. But Witten right now, Witten is a tackle wherever he catches the ball. He still can get open. I said I don't like. I said this week, and the bye, I will hate T. Will. This week, but until I'll go this far, Mr. ESPN. Until T. Will makes a damn play, I will hate him. Cooper Rush greater than Wentz. I agree. Cooper Rush play D1 ball, man. Week A, Jack Duncan, that can happen. No kidding, that can happen. If Rico ever gets over this concussion that he had 4 months ago. Witten is very slow now. Would I be scared if the Giants got Barkley from Penn State? Not really. The Giants better get a good quarterback because the division is full of good quarterbacks. And I know everybody hate on Kirk Cousins, but I have Kirk Cousins fear. I'm sorry, guys. Kirk Cousins, I mean, he runs that offense. Frederick, Nikki, that is wrong. Frederick is the slowest guy to ever. Frederick was the slowest guy to enter the NFL in the last like 10 years, and you're going to say he's faster than Witten. That's so mean. Oh, yeah, Mahomes, Swaggy, enjoy Alex Smith right now because, in my opinion, the way Alex Smith is playing quarterback is the way it should be played in today's NFL. And he's having a lot of success. And good for him. He had to damn eat Aaron Rodgers crap for years. So good for Alex Smith. Wouldn't it be great if Alex Smith beat Aaron Rodgers in the Super Bowl, even though I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to go back to the Super Bowl? How come I didn't stream the game where I didn't throw 10 picks with Brady. I only got 11 yards with Brady. I didn't stream. You'll see why I haven't streamed in a couple of weeks, Andre. I'm working on something. I was about to do it tonight, but I'm working on something really cool, and hopefully you'll see it in the next couple of days. I've been working on it for like 2 months. I would love to see Eagle loss right here. Exactly. Who's faster, Witten or Brady? That's a good question, Cowboys Nation. I like it. I'll go with Brady on that one because I've seen Brady scramble of late. Nick. I traded Brady and Lamar Miller and I offered both of them. I said you could have either one for a second round pick. You can have Lamar for a second round, or you can have Brady for a second rounder. And he gave me a first rounder for both of them. However, he was 0 and 9 at the time of the trade. And now he was 1 and 9 at the time of the trade. And now he's 1 and 11. So I'm headed for the number 2 pick of the draft right now. So I got to see, he plays tonight. So I'm rooting against him every week to lose because it makes my draft pick better. So it's got I've only got, 6 wins. I'm 6 and 7 right now, which is horrible. And I could lose the last few of my games. Everybody that I'm playing is in the playoff hunt right now, and they're going to be playing hard. So I could be playing hard and lose all my games and end up 6 and 10. If I end up 6 and 10 and have that number 1 pick and the number 8 pick, oh, I'll be good coming in next week. Now all I got to do is learn how to play the game. Chiefs are looking great. I'm way behind, am I? It says 6:45. It says 6:45 right now. How far am I behind, Mosh? McCaffrey has -2 yards. I won't throw the games, Nikki. I won't throw the games. I don't do that. I play hard to the end. I don't like losing. Even my Madden organization, I don't put losing in my Madden organization. McFadden, Justin. Yeah, the Giants have big problem on the offensive line. And they need a running back, and they need a quarterback, and they need a receiver because Brandon Marshall ain't gonna last but another year maybe. So yeah, you're right. The Giants have a lot of issues. This might be the end of the Giants for a minute. I'd trade for Odell Beckham if he wasn't such a... Everybody knew what I was saying there. I just didn't say it. I didn't have to say it. Yes, Randy Gregory is still around our team. Yeah, Eli should just give it up this season. It's because they're not going to put anything. What's up, Urban Sitfala? They're not going to put anything together for Eli in his career. You know what I'm saying? The Giants are not going to be able to put together something for Eli, you know, that's going to take him back to the promised land in his career. I don't think we could take that. Hey, look. We have enough drama. Can you imagine the drama on this football team if we had Ezekiel Elliott and Odell Beckham? Him and Dez are besties. Trade Dez for Jack Rabbit. No, I don't want to go against Dez. I don't want to trade Dez. Keep Dez here. I know I feel like he's going into that, Jeremiah Moore. I do feel like he's in a depressed state. Because Zeke doesn't come from bad. You know what I'm saying? His daddy's good, his mama's good, his family's good. He doesn't come from a bad situation or bad. So, I mean, it's got to be eating on him that he's being viewed as the worst person in the world and there's been no charges against him. That's got to be a tough situation. He's going nuts. No, I didn't see it, Jay. I don't ever watch cop videos, but I think watching them right now might be fun. He didn't. Yeah, I think Zeke it's a tough lesson though, Nikki. This is a tough lesson, you know, and only the people involved in this situation know the truth behind the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tough lesson. I mean, no, Sly, Zeke's reputation is destroyed. It's destroyed. You're absolutely right. Oh, that was a good catch, Funches. Not only does depression suck, it makes you eat. And we don't want fat Zeke. We don't like fat Zeke. No, he doesn't act the same. He doesn't have that same. He doesn't have that same anything. No, Jack Duncan. If Zeke doesn't get his shit straight, he'll find himself out the league. I think I'm a little more afraid of, even right now, I'm a little more afraid of the Skins, because the Skins have that power running game and that offense that already has killed us with Trevor Siemian and Goff. That's bad, because we didn't know this part of Zeke existed. The one that likes to be in the clubs and the bar and all that kind of stuff. We didn't know this type Zeke existed before the draft. I hope Zeke doesn't need Eddie Lacy. I hope he doesn't turn into half Johnny Football, half Eddie Lacy. A fat person with a party problem. Yeah, Urban Spitfire, if Urban Spitfire, fly. If Zeke is completely 100% innocent from this domestic violence thing or whatever, if he's 100% innocent, he still has to look at all the other stuff that he's done in that whole time period, because all of that compounded on top of those accusations. So you know what I'm saying? So he created an atmosphere to where one person could say some stuff about him and people would believe it. Because you pulled a girl's shirt down at the Mardi Gras. You know what I'm saying? Because you punched a dude out at a club. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you didn't do it, but it wouldn't have been out if you wasn't at that club. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's enough for him to grasp on and say, look, I've learned my lesson. There's enough out there for him to grasp on, even if he's 100% innocent from putting his hands on that girl. It's just how I look at it. Yeah, he went to I just think that was a lapse of judgment there, Night 405, because I live in a state where marijuana is legal, and trust me, it's really nothing here. You know, there's like weed stores right on the road, right on Sunset Boulevard, and almost on every little like shopping strip, whatever, there's a weed store there to buy weed. So here in California, it's everywhere, and I imagine it's the same way up there in Seattle and probably Colorado. So I think that was a lapse of judgment, because when you're in Rome, you know what I'm saying, you're not thinking how it happened. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. But the other things, yeah. It's not legal in California. You have to have your medical card, but your medical card is easy to get. It's like nothing to get, and everybody has a card. Yeah. Doug Free, well, Doug Free was a loss right now, but I feel like we'll be fine with La'el Collins out there. I feel like it's just going to take him a minute to jail. And this last game, it finally started coming together. So I'm ready to give him a shot. You know what I'm saying? Because Free frustrated us. I mean, out of all the good Free did for us, he frustrated us too. Yeah, I'm in LA. San Pedro. Wait, these guys will tell you everywhere you look, every little strip mall, there's a store. They're looking good, LT. They're looking good. Hey, look, man. I just need y'all. Hey, LT. We're in kind of a pickle, so I need you. It would be nice if you guys could just take an L. I mean, you're playing well, okay, but it would be nice if you guys could just take an L until we can get our shit together. You know what I'm saying? Leary, I think Jack Duncan, you might be right. I don't think we had a plan for after Leary, or maybe Jack Duncan, or the sudden retirement of Free messed up the Leary situation. You know what I'm saying? If we knew that Free was going to retire, if we had an idea that Free was going to retire, maybe we would have thrown Leary some money to keep him on that line just so it wouldn't be too much out of flux. You know, because it's easier fixing one position on the offensive line than trying to fix two positions on the offensive line. So it's just going to take a little bit longer for that offensive line to gel. Exactly. I think he just got to get used to playing tackle. And wasn't Leon supposed to be a tackle in the draft? I'm remembering him as a tackle in the draft, and I think that's his natural position. I didn't think he was a guard. Everybody, both King 405. You got T-New and Pac-Man Jones. You got both of them that are still playing at a high level. Pac-Man is still playing at a really high level. What was my worst moment as a Cowboy fan? The one time that I went dark, Sidney Eubanks, I got really angry. And that was the TO days. At the end of the TO days, I got really, really dark and angry because I felt like we were it's not a good organization at that point. So yeah, I turned dark. And I think I actually took the color out of my videos. I made videos in black and white just during that time because I was angry. That's how angry I was. There was no color in my video. Oh, Jack Duncan, you and Daniel Burson, those were two of my viral videos. The 44-6 loss in Philadelphia, I did a viral video right after that called Daniel and the Dentist. It was a viral video, and I mocked that, saying, "We lost 44-0? Am I dreaming?" Yeah, I did that. And then after the Seahawks, I did a rant there. So whenever there is a real loss that really hurts, it's documented on my channel. It's documented, well documented on my channel. This 10-10 exciting game is boring as hell because it has the Eagles in it. Also, just because I played my first Madden franchise with the Rams. I was so mad at Bill Parcells. I was mad at Bill Parcells at that for that fumble, because in my mind, I can tell you that moment. I was so mad at Bill Parcells because in my mind, Romo had no business whatsoever out there in that football field holding that kick. Romo should, as soon as Romo became starting quarterback, Romo should have been replaced as the holder of the football of the Dallas Cowboys football team. He should have been replaced the moment he became starting quarterback. And he was so determined and focused on playing quarterback and getting the ball in the end zone that when it's time for him to hold the kick, his mind is probably on the plays that he did and all that kind of stuff, because he's been doing the most important position on the field, playing quarterback. So catching the ball and putting it down was an afterthought to whatever was going through his head. So it was so wrong for Bill Parcells to have Tony Romo after holding that kick when Tony Romo's mind was on the quarterback position, clearly. And you see, I'm serious about that because I'm still mad at Bill Parcells for that, for this. That's why I'm not really mad when Bill Parcells was fired out of here. But I did like the coaching tree that Parcells had made. I did like the coaches that he had. Somebody else, the punter should be the holder or the backup quarterback. Somebody else should have been holding that football. Because you know in practice, Romo wasn't holding that football. Romo was playing quarterback. So all of that goes on Bill Parcells. None of that goes on Tony Romo. Zero. Sorry. I really feel that moment bad. Yeah, I started in 06. I remember that Creighton drop. Man, Creighton got destroyed for that one. That was so wrong, Perry. No, that was so wrong, Jerome. That was probably one of the worst things. That was probably, I probably was the worst thing done to Tony Romo, because it set the stage for that narrative of Tony Romo the choker. You know what I'm saying? It set the narrative of him sitting down with his hands. It set the narrative of Tony Romo the choker. So whenever Tony Romo had a bad game like normal quarterbacks, oh yeah, he choked again would come up because of that play. So that play was, and that's why I'm feeling it right now, because that play was real big. Real big. See? The Dez no catch didn't bother me as much, Justin Carrillo, because I said it on my last video, and this it's more apparent to this day because it just happened to us. If we had scored a touchdown with I think it was 3 minutes left to go in the football game when Dez caught that ball, it was a lot of time left to go in the football game. If we had scored and went up on the Green Bay Packers, there's no way the defense was stopping Aaron Rodgers. And I know that for a fact because they still got into field goal range on us, on our defense, just trying to, avoid us or whatever, just getting the ball down the field. So there's no way that we would have caught that ball, Dez would have caught that ball and went in the end zone, and we would have won the football game automatically. There was still a lot of time. And with Aaron Rodgers, he can milk the clock. He can do whatever he wants to do if you give Aaron Rodgers the ball and with 3 minutes left to go or with 2.5 minutes left to go. Our best case scenario was either slowly milking that ball and not even throwing the ball, just throwing it to Beasley and getting first down, and hopefully we can milk the ball into the end zone slowly, or if Dez missed the ball, we still had a chance. That stop on Aaron Rodgers, we could have made after, Green Bay got the ball back. We could have stopped them. If we were going to stop Aaron Rodgers from scoring another touchdown to go ahead, we could have stopped Aaron Rodgers to get the ball back. And we failed to stop Aaron Rodgers to get the ball back. So I don't understand how anyone thinks that we would have stopped Aaron Rodgers to win the game if we couldn't stop Aaron Rodgers just to get the ball back. So I didn't feel that much from that drop anyway, because I just don't think we didn't handle it from a coaching perspective as far as hitting Beasley and slowly walking the ball in the end zone, and then we didn't handle it from a player's perspective as far as stopping Aaron Rodgers when they got the ball back. So that the catch doesn't sting for me at all. It doesn't sting, because I don't have an alternative mentality of we would have won. I just don't. Oh, that 2009 loss to the Vikings. I don't really want John Gruden, but hey. Oh, the Eagles fan cheering for hurt Michael Irvin. That was horrible, night 405. I remember that one. That was horrible. Oh, Alexander Rollins. Yes. When Dez went back, caught the ball and basically won that ball, and his fingers was out of bounds. It was just his fingers. Yeah. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. I'll take my advice. Wasn't the last time we had a solid defense? Rob Ryan's defense was solid. It wasn't great. It wasn't good. It was solid. Wade Phillips' defense was great. So we fired Wade and hired Rob. Then we fired Rob to hire, what's his name? Kiffin. And from the Kiffin and Marinelli defense has never done anything. I mean, it hadn't scratched the surface of a top 10 defense. Wade Phillips was the number 2 defense in the league. Zeke doesn't beat women. This is not the day. You're going to get banned from here. Seriously, I'll be right back.
$20 for a bite they eat at a nasty restaurant.
Well, we'll see tonight if the Eagles can beat anyone good. We'll see in a few minutes. 10-10, 3rd and 12. Come on, Cam Newton. I don't know, Knight. All those narratives that were created because of Wade Phillips when he was in Dallas are highly questioned right now. Are highly questioned because Wade offense coordinator was a young Jason Garrett that was making more money and had more power than Wade Phillips in the organization. So Jason Garrett is not great as the experienced Jason Garrett. Just imagine Wade Phillips as head coach and your offensive coordinator is a young, inexperienced, with no experience whatsoever, Jason Garrett. And then they blamed Wade. Well, he didn't really throw the pick, creator. It was a Terrence Williams type pick. Yeah, Mike Jenkins fell off. I think it was his body, Jack Duncan. I think he couldn't get over injuries. Garrett played Wade. Yes, he did, Sly. He got Wade fired, in my opinion. Zach Ertz. Oh, Morris. Please. He just threw one pass. He got the ball on the 20-yard line. Jeez. You had to jump on top of that, didn't you? You had to jump on top of that one. Screw Wentz. Exactly. And Spark, that's this game. Now, after this game over, people like Morris, 0-0 to I, 0-0 Morris, are going to be talking about how great Wentz is, and he just scored 2 touchdowns off a short field. Off like no field. There he goes. That's Morris again. He's just defending. He's just defending Wentz. Ertz is a beast, Sly. Ertz is a beast. That's why we need Rico. Exactly. Ertz is a beast. What's up, Michael Lawrence? And Morris, none of y'all can say nothing, because all you Eagle fans was like, if Wentz had Dak's offensive line, well, this year you got the best offensive line in the league. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. The hate, the Eagles hate this stream is real. You're right, Prince. There's some serious Eagle hate over here. Hey, Prince, it's been a bad day. Okay? It's been a bad day, and we need an Eagles loss just to make it okay. All right? That's what's going on in here. Skip does. Hey, he does, Morris. Not tonight, Morris. Not tonight. Not tonight. It's been a bad week. Ten to 6, Brian Harper. But it's facts that Dak is better. I think I'm far from Pebble Beach, Brian. I've never been there. Let me see where Pebble Beach. I don't even know what Pebble Beach is. Blunt. I'm glad I was looking at Pebble Beach. Oh yeah, I'm way. I'm way. That's way up there near Monterey. I'm way away from there. Blunt is a grown man. Yes, he is. I'm from South Carolina, Nick. Born and raised in South Carolina. High school and college. Blunt needs to stop eating cupcakes. Boy, this is gonna be ugly if the Eagles win this tonight, guys. It'll cap off. All right, I warned you, man. That was a bad comment right there. I'm gonna block you. There you go. You got done in by me. Yes, I've been to Palm Springs. Yes. Romo is so much better than Aikman as a commentator. Wow, Benjamin. That's why I said X Factor. I mean, I was hoping for a loss tonight for the Eagles, but they're gonna have to be 2 games ahead of us going in that final game if they don't beat us. The first game. But even if they beat us the first game, they're going to have to be a full game ahead of us. Come on, Cam. Flags. Moose is good. Ian, you don't even know Moose is talking. You don't even know that's Moose. So Moose is almost like perfection. Tony Romo is like, we just like him. Jack, you know I'm from Gaffney. I always say I'm from Gaffney. What I think 9-7, Alexander. 9-7 or 10-6. Because I'm being very positive tonight. Kinda Thomas Corn. I'm worried that he's just not as good as we thought he was, but he's still good. Anthony Brown is still, regardless, he's going to be a serviceable corner for us for a while. He might not be as good as we thought he was going to be. I don't know if this is the same guy, but this is not cool, man. Nobody here, this is not, that has nothing to do with us. The Zeke thing has nothing to do with us whatsoever. We don't care. Yeah, Troy Aikman and Joe Buck is a hard game to watch. It's a hard game to watch. Man, me too. Sarah Romo is a phenomenon, kind of like Madden, like John Madden. Like you watch the game, you watch Monday Night Football, don't drop it. You watch Monday Night Football to hear Madden. You really did. Yeah, Kuechly, Sean Lee, J.J. Watt. Those three, they can't stay healthy anymore. I'm with that, Thomas Corn. Byron Jones, the corner. I'm really with that. Panthers, I mean, even if the Panthers get a field goal here, it's all right. Madden and Pat Summerall was the shit. Yeah, it was. Pat set him up perfectly. Not a fan of Jim Harbaugh, Justin. No, I haven't been to Pebble Beach. Too far. But y'all, check this out. Check this out. I live and I can see mountains all around my house. I can see the mountains. These fires are way up there in San Francisco. I'm in Los Angeles. Way up in San Francisco. And there's smoke everywhere. And it's not like smoke is coming from one side of the smoke is coming from one side. There's smoke everywhere. Like the entire state is like on fire. Yeah, McCaffrey got rocked. They almost took McCaffrey's head off. Yeah. Well, who is Zeke suspended? All right. No, we're not in the drought that bad. It's been worse. They hadn't told us to shut off our water yet. All right, I'm going to the bathroom on a commercial. Make me another drink. Got to watch Survivor tonight. Guys, LeGarrette Blount is the issue. It made my that's what he's doing, Shane Baraz. I noticed that too. Blount is the big difference between this Eagles team and last year's Eagles team. Another troll. Yeah, I mean it's really weird. It's not like anybody here is like a big Zeke is innocent, like Zeke. I don't understand the troll. I don't understand the troll. I think the NFLPA did, or they were going to, but it's time to just let it go for me. That's what I'm saying, Noah Haley. Maybe this turns us into a two-back offense because we have to now. There's no way we cannot get another running back. There's no way. Because right now I mean, with D-Mac, who's an elite running, you know, I'm a huge D-Mac fan, but I know what age does to a running back, and if he can do it for 6 weeks, then, you know, we'll be fine. But we're going to need a young running back that's going to have to be there just in case something else happens. Zeke gets hurt, or some girl don't like him or don't like what he does. For instance, this is all it takes for Zeke to be gone. If this thing goes through with him, with this first strike or whatever, if he pulls down a girl breast who told him, maybe like this other one did, let's say this other one told him, you can do it, you can pull down my shirt or whatever, or if they had sex before or after or whatever. If he did that and she says, I didn't want him to do that, then he's gone. That's how sensitive it is for Zeke. He can't mess up. He can't be that old guy anymore at all. No more fun. He's done. Exactly. Zeke does the wrong thing to the wrong girl at the wrong time. He's done. So his entire life as this other person is over. His best bet now is to go to church, find him a good church girl, get married, have a couple kids, and go on with his life in that direction. Because living a single life out there with girl, all that kind of stuff, Javon, that's what I was just trying to tell everybody. I'm nowhere near the fires. I'm nowhere near the fires, but there's smoke everywhere outside. When I walked outside this morning, I felt the smoke in my eyes. That's how massive these fires are. Go to church and punch Satan in the face. It's scary. Sydney Eubanks, it's scary. It's scary. And to be honest, I just bought me another new little toy. Another little toy just in case I have to be separated from my house with my stuff and my family. That it freaked me out. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, Justin, I mean, he's got, it's over. The wild life, the party life, the going out to clubs, it's over. It is over. It is over. You working in the fires, man. You know, we just had 2 fires down in this area where I'm at. And we've been through like a couple of big fires this year already. So yeah, man, it's some scary stuff. In Black Amethyst, it's any community. Like I'll tell my wife, the winds are so heavy right now. We don't have them right now, but around those fires, those are hurricane force winds. And we have some heavy winds now, and we're at the prey of a spark. Just a spark out there on those hills, it's done.
Okay, the Eagles up by 8. Cam Newton coming in. Well, back-to-back 300-yard passes.
He needs some. Zeke needs to do some. The fact of whether Ezekiel Elliott is innocent or guilty is done. That answer will never surface. So if you're trying to say, I'm innocent, you're never going to be able to prove that you're innocent. You're never going to be able to prove. You're done now. So now you're going to have to do some self-preservation things. You're going to have to live your life a totally different way moving forward because of this. I mean, that's just the way it is. Life ain't fair. If you didn't do it, life ain't fair. Exactly, LT. The up in Santa Ana's 60 to 70 miles per hour wind. LT, there was a big fire right here in this neighborhood. I was at the Dallas, Minnesota game. I think it was like 2009, 2010. I was at the Dallas, Minnesota game in Dallas, and there was a huge fire here. And when the game was over on CNN, I was like, what? Because it said, you know, in the city that I live in, there's big fires or whatever. So I flew back, you know, that night. The next morning I was flying back, and my neighborhood was completely evacuated. So I was walking around with my camera, and up in the hills, I saw a footprint of a cat that was as big as my hand, a cat print as big as my hand. And every tree, they had trees on the side of the road, every tree was laying down like that because of the winds. So when the fire came, the wind was so bad, it was ridiculous. I knew none of this. Coming from South Carolina, I knew none of this. I didn't know fire was that dangerous. Yeah, we've had a few earthquakes, Brian. One, I don't know if you guys know Grizz from Blogging the Boys, but Grizz is David Halpern. He's the main guy over at Blogging the Boys. And he was staying with me. I was living down the hill there at my other house. And we went out to get in the car to go to training camp. And we got in the car, and it felt like somebody was just moving the car. They were just shaking the car. And then we finally, you know, when we went down the road, my niece called me and said, Uncle Darren, was that an earthquake? And it was an earthquake. But I think you remember, because Marty B was talking about the earthquake at training camp or whatever. That was the last earthquake that I really remember. No, excuse me. There was one more earthquake. After the San Bernardino shooting, I went and bought me another gun. That was okay. I buy guns out of fear. So what? I went and got me another gun. And I was laying in my bed, and they had called and said it was time for me to go and pick up the background check went through and all that kind of stuff. And I was getting ready. I said, I'll pick up my gun tomorrow. And I was laying in the bed because I was tired, and the bed just started shaking. There was an earthquake. I was like, okay, let me go get my shit. But that's the only reason why I got stuff, because I'm out here alone with my family, and this place, there's earthquakes. We live on the San Andreas Fault. The fires are a danger every few months. There's a big fire. So there's a lot of things that could get me in a bad situation. So that's why I do it. Jack said, don't blame me, I got guns everywhere. Well, I'm from South Carolina, so I grew up, my dad's got guns everywhere. I grew up with guns everywhere, so it doesn't bother me. No, I don't sleep with it, no. He does. Now, Knight, he does. When it comes to getting work done, until this year, I didn't see a bad thing. Until this year, the him gaining weight and or appearing to gain weight or whatever, or it may be just us. But other than his first year or whatever, I saw a business-like, fun-loving Ezekiel Elliott. Now, he can still be that guy, but you need to be at home with your girlfriend. Watch, like I'm getting ready to go upstairs with my wife and we're going to watch Survivor. You know, look, man, look. You guys out there that's married, you know the lives we have to lead. You know the lives. We watch TV with our wives and then we go to sleep. That's your life now. I'm not into it. You know, I'm not into guns. I mean, I know the necessity of guns. Exactly, Michael Escobar. But I mean, I don't think I'll ever have to use one because I'm the guy that calls the police first. I'm gonna call and let somebody else take care of it first. Every time. I'm not I'll handle this myself type person. So they're only for if the grid totally breaks down and I need to take care of my perimeter. Yeah, Ian, but my car just got broke into. I didn't get stuck up or anything, loaded gun or nothing. Like, it was a fat dude that ran in my car and got and stole my wife's purse. We got it all on video. But that's just weird. We got the whole thing on video, the whole robbery on video, and the dude we still can't do nothing. So I'm like, why do we have cameras everywhere if people, you know, commit crimes, we still can't do something? Why have cameras? Yes, I have. Brian, I had wifey on her birthday, on wifey's birthday. I had her shoot a sawed-off shotgun at the range or whatever. She missed the guy. I took off his arm. It was not a real guy. It was a target. He's gonna come back with another channel. He keeps coming back with other channel. I don't know. I don't understand the willingness to troll the way he's trolling. Like, we don't care what he's saying. Yeah, I know, Derek. And Derek, it was like again. I explained it in our video, on my video. All right, Wentz going deep. Is that a flag? No. We got lulled to sleep because we were in a very rich neighborhood in Santa Monica. And what happened was we had both keys to the cars and one key fell down between the seats. And it's one of those when it's a BMW. So as soon as you get out of the car, you touch the door and it locks. And she touched the door and it didn't lock because there was a key inside. So that's the reason why he was able to get in there and get it. I don't remember, Jack. All I remember is the recoil on that thing threw my wife back so far it was ridiculous. It's a voodoo doll, man, G. You can't be afraid of the voodoo doll. I'll give you a hint, G. Shango is almost like that voodoo doll. I'm from a religion called Yoruba Santeria. Not me, Shango. The word Shango. I'm Christian from South Carolina. Let me get that straight first. I believe in Jesus, okay? I believe in Jesus. But Shango, Africa, and the Yoruba faith spawned Santeria, and it spawned voodoo, the voodoo stuff. So it's supposed to be powerful, but it's all up here. It's all up here. So don't let the doll freak you out, because that's what the doll is meaning to do, is freak you out. Don't let it freak you out. Cam. Raymond, I'm all in on Darren McFadden. This is my thing with Alfred Morris and Ramon. Alfred Morris can only, if you think in your mind the type plays that Alfred Morris has had success on, it's only that quick hitting play. You don't see him taking any pitches, any sweeps, any screens, or any catches out the backfield. There's not many ways you can use Alfred Morris. So if you're a defense playing against the Dallas Cowboys, oh, good job, Benjamin. If you're a defense playing against the Dallas Cowboys, you're going to focus on those runs where Alfred Morris can do. So you're going to plug all those holes, and that's why his numbers, Alfred Morris numbers against a loaded front, an 8-man front, are really bad right now. Because it's not, once you know that's your only running threat, they're going to shut down what that running back can do. So that's the problem with Alfred Morris. With Darren McFadden can do a lot of stuff. He can catch the ball out the backfield. He can run outside. He can run inside. He can run power schemes. Not really zone schemes that much. He's a power scheme runner. So Darren McFadden can do a lot more than Alfred Morris, but Darren McFadden is older. He's not as durable, you know, because Darren McFadden getting hurt in a heartbeat. So it's both running backs have questions on them. Both of them do. But together, they may be able to hold this thing together until Zeke gets back. Yeah, Morris said, yeah, exactly. Morris tips the hat. Morris tips a hat. If Morris in, you know what we're going to do. Because again, like Knight said, if Morris, he's not a good pass blocker either. So he's not good to have in your offense if you want him to protect your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So it really tips your hat when Morris is in the game. Yeah. I mean, we're going to be a threat for a long time. Dallas and Philadelphia are going to be threats. Incomplete. Hit the ground. Woo! Tony Romo, oh, that's a drop, McLeod. No, Sly, I'm telling you, have you seen Alfred Morris do any other runs than taking a quick snap and running straight down the middle of the football field? Have you seen any other play where he just, and just think about it, if you're a defense, you're going to stop that Alfred Morris gutting your defense. You're gonna load up right there in the middle of defense, because if Alfred Morris starts heading to the outside, you can take a drink and then go out there and get him. He's not fast enough. He can't take anything to the side. So when Alfred Morris is in the backfield, it's coming in the middle of the football field. So if he's a better running back, it doesn't matter. He doesn't have the flexibility to do other things, which causes a problem. Now, when, like the other game, when he hit that long run with Zeke Elliott, the defense was preparing for Ezekiel Elliott. The defense was set up for Ezekiel Elliott. When Morris came in the game, they were like, oh, Zeke's not in the game. Boom, we hit you. That's how you use Alfred Morris. But to use Alfred Morris as an every down back, Game Changer said Morris runs like me. But he runs a little bit better than me. Giants are a dumpster fire. I don't know about Rod Smith. I'm very interested to see what we have in Rod Smith. I'm just interested. What do I think of the Eagles, Shango? G, this is how you can tell how I feel about the Eagles. If the Eagles are losing, I'm very complimentary. Like the days when they had Shady and Michael Vick, I was like, oh man, these guys are good. D-Jack, Shady, Michael Vick, they've been the best on it. These guys are good. These guys are good. I'm like that when the Eagles really don't scare me. But when the Eagles kind of scare me, I turn into a hater. And right now, I'm an intense Eagle hater. I'm a Wentz hater. I hate everything about what's going on in Philadelphia. So that means that your guys are scaring me just a tad. Exactly. What Sly said. Eagles are shit. Yeah, when Morris used to kill us with the skin, when he was a skin, it was running that read option offense. It was working off of RG3. So, I mean, without that, he wasn't anything at Washington. He averaged like 2-point-something yards per carry. I know, right? Knight said the Tampa 2. Hey, Knight, it's called the Tampa 2 for a reason, because you need the all-pro guys that ran it in Tampa for the Tampa 2 to work, like Rice, Sapp, Lynch, Barber, and Nick. What is this? Jack's getting on your nerves, Tyron? Oh, man. You should know. Come on, guys. You know when Wentz is in the game, he's doing a little dump off to his running back. Come on. You got this. Tampa 2 is so old. That's exactly, Sly. That's what I say. The Tampa 2 defense is so old that every single high school in the nation learns how to read defenses on the Tampa 2 system. It's the basic 4-3 system of football today. And that's what we run. So when a quarterback like Trevor Siemian, what they run a Tampa 2, yeah, I faced that in high school. Gosh, dang, Wentz got hit and hit Hollins. That was a good pass, Wentz. Whew, come on, Pat Panthers? The Wentz to Jeffrey connection is ridiculous. Wow. That was a perfect throw. That was a perfect throw. You need a turnover, man. Y'all need a turnover. Y'all, this drive, this is an incredible drive right here, because this drive, it was a penalty and they went back. And now they're already in the scoring position. This drive was hell. Wentz is getting on my bad side too, Sly. And now, hey, Sly, now we're in the red zone, so we got to worry about Ertz again. All right, LT Mac, you stay safe out there, man. You stay safe out there, for real. All right, Brian. Wentz is playing on Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. He's playing on a high level right now. And no, the whole team is. I mean, the coaches are putting Wentz in a great position right now. He's got to throw a pick, Tyron. I hate Ertz. Exactly. I hate Ertz. We're in the area that Ertz kills. We're in the red zone. Yep. Oh, and the thing about it, the thing about Philadelphia, the offensive line in Philadelphia is legit. And the front seven in Philadelphia is legit. And if you play smart football and you got a good offensive line, possibly the best one in the league, and a good front seven, possibly one of the best, if not the best. Well, he's not the best in the league, but one of the best in the league at the front seven, then you're a good football team. You're a good football team. Kellen Moore is better than Wentz. I like that, Lynn Snell. I like that. Ertz is killing me. Jeff Heath, I love that. Jeff Heath is greater than Kellen Moore, which is greater than Carson Wentz. Yeah, the Eagles line is ranked number one. The Eagles line might be the best in the league, and they've been putting up good numbers for years now. We must sacrifice that Mark Holmes dog. Damn. It's touchdown Eagles. His knee blew up, Brian. His knee blew up. All right. Looks like the Eagles have won the NFC East. Looks like the Eagles have won the NFC East. No, I did not. See, Rico has a big. Excuse me, guys. Rico has a big booty. That is probably the same troll. I'm just throwing that out there. Thanks, Game Changer. Woo! And Foyer, they're playing smart. You know, usually now I'm going to address that because you're absolutely right. And every year when the Eagles go through a winning streak or whatever, it's usually bullshit. It's usually they getting, you know, trash wins and this and that happens or whatever. During the Chip Kelly days, it was that or whatever. But this year, I've watched every one of these Eagles games, and they have, the only one that was close is that Redskins game, and the Redskins seem very good as well. Wentz is a poopy head, Morris. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm sorry. What up, Dwayne Ellie? Sly, they built this game right here up as the 1 seed versus the 2 seed in the NFC. So, yes, right now the Eagles are slotted for the number 1 seed. No, I would not, Andre. I really would, because I don't think that much of curse words. Aaron Rodgers will win the NFC. Type 1. Type 1 if you want that voodoo dog gone. I don't know, Brian. I have to see us without Zeke. I have to see us how we work without Zeke, man. I think we can. I think Dak is capable. It's just, to me, it's honestly, can the coaches figure something out? It's good because we'll get to figure out what the coaches can do, but it's bad because if the coaches can't do anything, they're not going to blame the coaches. They're going to blame that it was a bad season. Too many bad things happen. Yeah, Sidney Jones is the Sidney Jones acquisition is being, and that Sam Bradford pick. My goodness. Come on, Carolina. Dak. Don't take my advice. If we lose to 49ers, look for an epic. Look for an epic Shango rant. If we lose to the 49ers, look for an epic Shango rant. I will lose everything. I will lose my shit. I will if we lose to the 49ers. I will. So, it's out there. Good job, Funches. Good job, Funches. All right, Carolina, come on, let's keep doing it. Oh, yeah, KJ. Yeah, because the anger would be so real. Oh, it would be all about Garrett, too. If we lose to the 49ers, I would go in on Garrett like you ever, never known him. I actually will take notes now for the shit I will say about Jason Garrett if he loses to the 49ers. He doesn't understand. Jason Garrett does not understand how much his everything is on the line with this 49ers game. It will be a Garrett rant. It will be a Garrett rant. Because it's up to Garrett to figure out how we can win without Ezekiel Elliott. It is up to Garrett to figure out how we can win without Ezekiel Elliott. It's not up to Dak Prescott. It's not up to Marinelli. It's not up to our rookie secondary. It's not up to anybody else other than Jason Garrett, who somehow gets away with not having any accountability from anything that's happened in the last 10 years to this football team. From whenever he came on this football team, he hasn't been blamed for anything. For anything. Right now, it is firmly on him. It's easy to get coaching here when you got a fourth place schedule and a stud running back and a stud quarterback. No matter how poorly Garrett coaches, Jerry's not going to let go of the dream. Jerry is a guy who wants to win the Super Bowl the way he wants to win it, with his guys and with his people and all that kind of stuff. Rob, and at night, I could not stand Rob Ryan. I could not stand Rob Ryan. But he was obviously a scapegoat. Double J. You still can't, like Lynn Snell, you can tell exactly what kind of passing game, like for instance, the New England Patriots have. These teams, you can tell what kind of passing game when you had an elite quarterback. That's when you had an elite quarterback. You can tell what kind of passing game the Green Bay Packers had with Aaron Rodgers. But with Romo and Dak, you cannot tell what type of passing team we are, what type of routes we run, we don't do pick moves, we don't do anything creative. You cannot say what we do in the passing game. It's just, it was basically mainly based upon Romo finding somebody, and now it's based on Dak Prescott getting away from pressure and finding somebody. Whoa! No. They hit Cam. No. Garrett won one game without Robo. Cam had put the ball down. Cam had put the ball down. Cam had dropped the ball. The inside of my palm is itching. I might be purchasing the Cowboys soon. These refs, I know, right, Morris? Yeah, exactly, CS Bailey. Hey, CS, he better beat the Niners. He better beat the Niners. Sorry, he better beat the Niners. He better come up with a plan. Can we get Jerry on tax evasion? Jerry is way too smart for that. You can't get him on no tax stuff. Second and 7. Come on, Panthers. You better punch the ball in the end zone right now. He's all right. Cam's all right. Cam tried to dunk it. That was a touchdown. No, that was a touchdown. Cam scored. No, he didn't. Where did his foot come out? Cam scored. That was a touchdown. His feet never came down. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. That's a Superman touchdown. I'm sorry. That's a Superman touchdown. I'm sorry. That's what you get when you're 6'6". Now Dak can't do that because Dak's not 6'6". That was straight up touchdown. That was Vic, like, y'all remember Vic's touchdown when he did like that? That was a touchdown. Is he hurt? Yeah, Dak would have scored on that Wentz. When yeah, Dak would have scored on that one. Nope. Nope. Touchdown. Yeah, but the ball's already over. Yeah, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Right there. Yep. That's a touchdown. That's a clear touchdown. That's a clear touchdown. Yeah, that's a Cam play. You remember when I was talking about, you remember when I was blowing all that, like there's nothing that Cam can do that Dak can't do, blah, 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 Dak can do everything Cam can do. Okay, that right there, Dak can't do. Because that's like that 6'6" and then stretching out. But anything else. Okay, there is a league bias against Cam. There is a league bias against Cam. I mean, there's a league bias against Cam. I'm sorry. Cam gets hit in the head. Cam takes so many blows. That was a clear touchdown. That was a clear touchdown. That was a clear touchdown. There is a league bias against Cam Newton. For sure. Well, it gets, yeah, good job, good stuff, good stuff. Swaggy, you might be right. They got, Swaggy P. They had to get to Kyle Shanahan because that was the worst called football game I have ever seen in my life. Hold on, wait a minute. I just said something. Who was... No, it wasn't Kyle Shanahan. I was like, wait a minute. No, it was the Dolphins offensive coordinator was Shula, Don Shula's son, right? Shula was Cam's offensive coordinator when they lost. Am I right? Somebody back me up here. And then Shanahan blew last year. All right, come on, Cam. You can do this, man. You can do this, man. Yes, Ben McClain. Clemson looks better than last year. They really do. Yeah, there is Sly. Cam gets punched like daily. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Jack does. It was Mike Shula. But Mike Shula, that was the worst called Super Bowl I've ever seen in my life. Excuse me. I don't know, G. I don't know if they did the chains. I know they're almost done. I think she's got like 2 more days of shooting, and then it's over. Can beat Clemson. That defense, Clemson's defense looks, and Kelly B might be better than Deshaun Watson, because Kelly B is an attacking quarterback. Sorry, Jack. We whooped up on that Tide twice. They just got lucky one year. Can, Lynn Snell. Penn State can beat Clemson. They got to stop Blunt. They got to stop Blunt. There's a lot of time left, man. I know, why didn't we get Blunt? Just to keep him away from them. Why don't we ever get good? I think that's about to change now, Andre. I think that's going to change because we've struck out this bargain basement free agent strategy has not worked. It has not worked. So I think we're going to have to go get some. If we're going to get something in free agency, you're going to have to get a big name. We have, with Romo gone, we have money to do so now, Noah. Maybe not this year, but next year. So we should start signing good free agents soon because us having Romo really on that contract really stifled us. And we're going to have a good window until it's time for Dak to get his pay. Coaching, Chris Plumage, coaching. No flag, no. Whew. Shango side piece. Okay, that's creative. Okay, troll. That's a little creative. We're just going to call you troll because you're making so many channels that we don't know what your name is. G-Money boys, you know me. You know I play Madden. I hadn't heard of him. And it's weird that there's an NFL player that I haven't heard of. Oh, Ultimate Saints fan. Okay, what's up? We've had a troll hitter night. I think they're trying to use switch like they use in McCaffrey. I think they're trying. We're just not as creative. I don't know anything about him, Noah. Oh, sorry. I don't, Paya, I don't know what we're going to do with without Paya. No Sleepy Dave. Catch and punt. Yeah, let's switch catch and punts first. No, my franchise, I lost a close one to the Giants last night. No, G. No, I don't. If Dak ran a system like maybe like Andy Reid's system in Kansas City or Josh McDaniel's system in New England, if he got a system like that he'd be a killer instantly. I don't know him, Noah. I've not heard of him. And usually I'm telling you, Noah Hernandez, there's usually not a player that I don't know his Madden attributes. I know Madden attributes of almost everybody. And this guy, I don't know. Zeke can play again. Exactly, Sly. Garrett's playbook is more than a decade old. Garrett's playbook is in everybody's hands in the league. Garrett's playbook is on more video than any other offense in the league, other than maybe Pittsburgh with other coaches that's been there longer. But they've got Super Bowls. It's like you can't run the same thing for that long and not think everybody has it on tape. No, I've not seen Marcus Allen and Snell. We'll see. I'll enemy watch on PSU soon. All right, Cam. All right, here we go. Yeah, John Ross is like he's eating up our league too. Exactly, King James, because they already got it. They already got the playbook. Exactly. 10 years of the same playbook on offense and Tampa 2 on defense is absolutely insane. Exactly, Sly. 10 years of the same playbook on offense and a Tampa 2. I will add a word to that, Sly. I'm going to add a word to your comment. 10 years of the same playbook on offense and a basic Tampa 2 on defense is insane to use. Basic Tampa 2. Because we're not doing anything special because we don't have any special players. Oh, Funches, you had that. Lewis Kill. It's time to unleash Lewis Kill. Hey, Andre, is the nickname Lewis Kill better than Swiss cheese? I know, Sleepy Dave. I was trying to explain that. People learn football versus the Tampa 2 defense. People learn that's because of the era we're in right now. That's just because of the era we're in right now. The people learn. It's such a basic overall system that people learn on that system. What are you doing, Cam? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I might tweet it. Sly, that might get tweeted sooner or later. Exactly how long is this process, Mr. Garrett? I just need to know just so I can prepare. Yeah, Cam has never, that's what I'm saying, guys. Cam didn't have a running game or receivers, and they still were smart enough to be able to figure out how to get him to the Super Bowl. We don't even have Tampa 2 personnel. That is so true. We finally got a Tampa 2 corner in Jordan Lewis. 3rd and 17, Cam. Oh, he almost got it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. 4th down. Go for it, Cam. See, McCaffrey should have lowered his shoulders and went and got as much as he could. Your best play, your best play is for Cam to scramble. Let Cam run for this. Let Cam run for it. Your best play is Cam scrambling. Come on, Cam. Cam Newton is tall, Sly. Exactly. Quarterback sneak 1st down. I know, right? He's that tall. But there's a lot of Cam hate though, Swaggy, so he'll get a bad spot. He'll get a bad spot. He needs to it needs to be a quarterback draw. No quarterback draw. This is they're loading the box. Good job, McCaffrey. Good job, McCaffrey. Good job, McCaffrey. Exactly, Russian butt monster. Exactly. At least it's over now. It's over. Rasul Douglas almost got that. Jeez. Cam? Cam. Oh, Cam. That's the reason why he plays corner, ladies and gentlemen. Run, Cam. Run, Cam. Romo said, take your shot. Not to McCaffrey, though. Hail Mary to a 5'10" dude. He was listening to Romo. No, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. I know. Is he trying to lose? I know. Here. I'm kind of in agreement with you, Sleepy Dave. Sleepy Dave, I get where you're coming from. Why would you? Those 3 plays are really weird. But again, I just ripped Mike Shula just a few minutes ago, so. They go deep. I know, right? And gee, all they needed was a touchdown. So you drain the clock and you go down there and get the touchdown, but they just go deep. Mind-boggling plays. Oh, Cam busted against. That would make sense, Knight. Not only a Hail Mary to your 5'10" running back. A Hail Mary to your 5'10" running back. Weird. The NFL might be fixed here, man. Cam is so inconsistent. No, you're right, Rob. Three interception, they're gonna lose by a touchdown. All right, guys. All right, Panthers. Yeah, Blunt's eating. Like 22 is in the backfield. Oh, that is blocked. Like Dak's smarter than that. Cam is 6'6", but Dak is smarter than that. Dak is smarter than that. I'm sorry, Dak is smarter than that. All right, Blunt. All right, here we go. Third down, Cam, you might get your chance. Shaq Thompson, good D. You waiting for that, Tyron, you waiting for that Carson interception, aren't you? Bro, you hear Romo? Did you hear Romo? I'm coming out and I'm ripping it to my #1 receiver. Good job. All right. Here we go, Cam. Let me go to the bathroom. This is it. All right, I'm back. Cam, come on. Let's hope Cam pulls this off for epic EDP video. Would Shan gonna be watching this game if Troy was casting? I don't understand. It sound like a good joke. Oh, if Troy Aikman, I don't know. I don't like Troy right now. I know, right, Alexandra? I know I never wanted the Panthers to win so bad before. Yeah, he was a good quarterback, King James. Well, he was a good quarterback in the early days. In the later years, I couldn't stand Troy. Troy does not rep the star. He doesn't. I tried to have Troy's back. Troy's trying to be even. No, Daryl Johnson is even. Daryl Johnson is fair. Troy is not. I think so, Jack. I might do that. I might live stream Sunday. I should. Sam Mills. If the Panthers win, I'll probably really really watch Sunday because I'll be energized. If the Panthers lose and the Eagles win, I'll see you next week. Come on, Cam. Now Emmett was a great running back, Sly. I'm not gonna take anything away from Moose. Yeah, nope. Cam. My expectations are very low. You got plenty of time, Carolina. Come on. You got plenty of time. You got plenty of time. I'm spamming the angry emoji. Fourth down. This could be game right here, ladies and gentlemen. Ball game's right here. Run it, Cam. Exactly. Sleepy Dave. Actually, should be a quarterback sneak. Well, it can't be a quarterback sneak. Quarterback draw. The Eagles are 5-1, and we're 2-3, and going 6 games without our best player on offense. Let me say that one more time. The Eagles are 5-1, and we're 2-3, heading into a 6-game stretch without our best player on offense, and we have a terrible defense. Oh yeah, their defense is good, Foyer. Their defense is good. Yeah, it's... Look at how far the Cowboys are back, boy. Again, did you hear what he just said? He said the best two teams in the league, Kansas City Chiefs, Andy Reid, and Doug Peterson for the Philadelphia Eagles. Doug Peterson came through the Andy Reid School of Coaching. Jason Garrett didn't come through a school of coaching. That's why I said I like coaching trees. Because you got to come from a school of coaching. You can't be just a player and then, oh, I want to coach now and know all the intricacies of coaching. So that means something because Andy Reid has the scheme of today. Of today's NFL, Andy Reid is killing it. And this is his number one guy. And he's killing it as well. So we got to get a coach off of a coaching tree in the NFL that's actually working. Jason Garrett did not come from a coaching tree. He did not come from a coaching philosophy. Who's from Turner's Tree? Who's from Turner's Tree? North Turner was his coach. He didn't work with North Turner as a coach. The only coach Jason Garrett worked with was Nick Saban. And Nick Saban was in the NFL a minute. So Nick Saban don't have an NFL scheme. And that's the one person as a coach Jason Garrett worked under. Quill, it was Nick Saban. It was Saban. It was Saban when he was with. No, I don't want Garrett gone. I want Garrett to be better. I want us to be 10 years running Garrett's offense and not have what two playoff victories in 10 years within his offense. I want better than that. And we're the Dallas Cowboys. We deserve better, and we should demand better than 2 playoff victories in 10 years of his offense. No, I don't want him gone. I want him to be better. That's the number one option. All right, I got cupcakes and wifey upstairs to watch Survivor. So I'm going to go to my life. Football sucks. The NFL sucks. Everything about this year sucks. So I'm going to go eat a cupcake and watch Survivor. I'll let you. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, for real. I'll let you.